you guys have some leads as to where to go from here. Playa did advise you to seek out the Fae, and from your knowledge, the best place to research that would perhaps either be in the Far Isles or amongst the illustrious academies and colleges of Castelmont. You guys step into the Corkin Cove, and immediately what little sound and murmuring was happening in there ceases. Simon approaches all of you, and he says, "Hi, guys. Welcome back. We heard that you guys succeeded just a little while ago. There was an announcement over. Well,
Oh.
we all kind of heard it in our heads. I'm glad to see that you guys are all safe."
You too. So the ship right now is repaired to the best of our abilities?
Well, it was repaired last time we were at port, which was in
Oh.
Tora, but since then, there's been a lot of monster attacks. Not just sea monsters either. The undead as well, crawling up out of the depths. We've essentially been holding a couple week-long wake, I guess. It didn't feel right to send him off without you guys there. Just with regards to Suzanne, maybe don't mention her sister so much.
What happened with Sophia?
Suzanne wanted her to stay. Sophia couldn't, wasn't allowed to stay. She said the spider wouldn't let her. Suma, you go up top to the deck. As you get up there, you hear, "Hello?
What?
Anybody home?"
From?
You see a small little dwarf. "Is this the Reaper?"
Yes, this is the Reaper.
I have a little thing I wanted to give to the folks here. And he pulls out a tiny little crumpled bouquet. "I was told that the flowers are customary for, like, congratulating people, like when they did something good."
Yes, is this regarding the choosing?
Kind of. Is Miss Ruby here?
She is.
The
Would you like me
flowers
to
are
go
also
fetch her?
Yeah, and a Mr. Tasuma, and a Mr. Gallet, and Mr. Ilok.
Hey, look, yes.
Yeah.
So I can get the other three and bring them up here and
Oh, great.
what's your name, little one?
My name's Bubba.
Oh my god! I'm gonna
Bubba
eat him!
Brass Hand. You gather around a small child. This is
Ah!
for thank you. You're
Sorry.
just as scary as I heard.
Who'd you hear that from?
Yeah, my brother Betta.
Ah.
Before the big earthquake happened, my brother was telling me all about how you guys helped and protected him. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank
I
you
should
for
probably
these.
run back before my mama gets mad. You guys gather up at the top of the deck. Everyone's kind of like holding a little bit of a candle, and Simon nods at his captain to suggest that perhaps he should say the first word.
Andros. We're here to celebrate what we remember of him and what he's done for us. Through the entirety of my time here, Andros has been a close friend, a confidant, and someone to turn to when I didn't know what to do specifically. He was way smarter than me. He was a friend to all of us, taught a lot of you how to fight. He was a good guy to drink with. Andros.
You look over and you spy Portia, who is flanked by a hooded figure next to her. "Don't mind me. Go ahead."
Ruby, do you have anything to say?
Andros. I don't like many people, and I tolerated Andros, you know? That's wow. I'm getting a little too emotional. Wow. So here's to Andros.
Simon and Suzanne and Tink and Dal, they all say their piece. You all, I think, turn to the only people who haven't spoken yet, which is Portia and the cloaked figure. The cloaked figure unveils the hood, and you see Nico. "Monsieur Andros, you and I had a bet once that whichever of us died last would have to play music at the other's funeral. I made this bet because, of course, I figured with my reckless ways that I would be the one to go before you. It seems that fate likes to make fools of us all." He takes out his lute. As a closing note to the ceremony, he plays a mournful ballad. Nico finishes, "I understand that we are all down a crew member. If it is all right with everyone, perhaps it is time that I offer my services again. I always thought that Kai was my unfinished business. As I've lived and breathed upon this ship, I have gained more business that is not yet finished.
Well, welcome back aboard, Nico.
Guys, over to the Cork and Cove, where everybody is gathered up.
Hey, Dell,
Yo.
bring out a keg. I want to try something. With this necklace, I can breathe water. There's some water and alcohol, right? Hold me up by my legs and dunk me.
Aye, aye. And everyone's like, drink, 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 drink. You are able to successfully breathe in this beer. It is slowly getting you drunk. Alrighty, Captain, up you go.
All
And
right.
Like, all my
Rude.
years of working in a tavern, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I can actually breathe the stuff.
That seems like not healthy. Suma, is there anything you want to do?
I've gathered all the napkins, and as I get increasingly more intoxicated, I have begun a like half conspiracy map, half like you know how in football they have a whiteboard with like the tactics like drawn on
Like
the
circles and
I've
X's
like
and arrows.
I've like started making charts on all the napkins, but they don't make any sense because I have had a lot of cocktails at this point.
Yeah, I think Portia, and she just kind of like sidles over and she goes, so it looks like you're planning a full frontal assault on a fortress made up of a beer stain. Is that correct?
Suppose you could say that.
Well, I would recommend more artillery on the eastern side. You gotta shore up those defenses. And she really gets into it with you. She starts planning, like walking you through these tactics. You get the sense that she is reliving a memory.
Are you getting deja vu right now?
It does remind me of when we were first plotting our assault on the Red Wraith. Nezzy was sitting where you're sitting. Yeska was right next to me. The Ada at the time was present, of course. Although mood was a lot worse back then, you see. You guys are all able to kind of like find your way back to your rooms for the night.
There's one thing I want to do when
Yes.
I'm about to go to sleep. I cast Dream. Gotta try to connect to Ophelia.
You find yourself walking into a brightly lit marsh, and then you find, sat on a lily pad, Ophelia. Gallet, welcome to the marsh.
How is everything? We haven't really been in close contact.
Well, it's been a lot of work and energy trying to restore this place. It's kind of fallen to ruin ever since I was taken, but the creatures here are a little bit happier now. Well, they are all worried. The balance has shifted. The food chain, the cycle, it's being disrupted. There's some kind of corrupting influence in the ocean that's making everything in there far more aggressive.
Yeah, that's... But yeah, I was just double checking and make sure. Were you aware of the opportunity I was recently offered?
She told me.
Okay. Feels like that's an elephant in the room. I didn't take it, as you know. I want you to know that's not because of how I've been acting. I haven't really summoned feels in a good while. I was pretty hurt by you leaving to go where you're needed. I came to rely on you a bit too much, I'm not gonna lie. You definitely forced me to grow more. It's, I think it's been better for me in ways, but the offer, it did somewhat make me realize I don't want to be this, whatever I'm doing now, forever. I really do like, you know, the ocean, the things in it, and if we do succeed, I think it's going to need a lot of help. I was going to check and see if maybe you're willing. We not really have the same thing as we had before, but more like a partnership, friendship. I still don't want to entirely rely on Calypso, and I miss feels. I miss being connected more to nature.
Feels misses you too. I know she does. And she won't be mad at you if you summon her again. She knows what the risks are. You don't need to feel ashamed about relying on people either.
Yeah, I've been learning that an extremely difficult way. Well, now I feel a little bit silly. Thank
That's
you.
how you know you're growing.
Yeah, I'm growing.
Well, it looks like you still have some time in the spell, quite a bit of it. You want to go see the world?
Yeah, let's have some fun.
Okay. And I think Alok had one thing as well before we close out.
Once everything quiets down, about to go to sleep, Alok is gonna pray. But he doesn't know how. He's gonna try to pray to Celestia.
You pray to Celestia. From what you know about Celestia, from everything you have heard about, I think what comes to mind is what Ravon told you. He explained to you Celestia, of all gods, was the most passive. She, in her capacity, acts mostly through inaction. And I think as you pray, you reflect on your journey and your encounters, especially with Madeline, your counterpart, and realize that you are in some ways the perfect counter to her, in opposite in many ways. And I will not say that you do not receive, there's no choir of angels, there's no sign or anything, but there is a little bit of a soft glow that briefly flashes over the room. Not enough to tell you anything other than I'm here and I've heard you.
A bit more comfortable and I go to sleep. But maybe a little annoyed too. Yeah.
You guys all sleep. This is where we'll end our session with all you guys.